welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. If this is your first time here, my name is Mambi, and you are very, very welcome. Yes, the popular progressive revolution, the patriotism that is going on in Burkina Faso. The first 60,000 students that has to be baptized into this to open the way. There is more reaction, but before that, let's listen to more explanations, the reason why they are doing this, and what we should expect. Please, families, listen and watch. I'll be back. Thank you.
The holiday camp has been very active for the past 3 days in the city of Ouagadougou, an initiative driven by the desire to instill in participants the values of a strong and sovereign nation. This is part of the mandatory patriotic immersion for new high school graduates, currently taking place across the entire country, with both participants and supervisors showing dedication to making the initiative a success. Pascal Canet, director of Bulkina Television, shares his perspective with us.
Instilling in the hearts and minds of these young people the values of a strong and sovereign nation is the very essence of these two initiatives, which aim to go beyond the traditional education provided in our schools. The goal is to provide these young people with the guidance they need to love their homeland and to participate fully in its development with order and discipline. In a context marked by security, social, and identity challenges, the government, under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim TRAORE, is making the bold bet of rebuilding Burkinabe society through its youth. The progressive and popular revolution is underway, and so is the emergence of new citizens, disciplined, patriotic, and committed citizens ready to defend their homeland. This is why these two initiatives are more necessary than ever. Patriotic awards for new high school graduates and summer camps for children. Yesterday, in all solemnity, the head of state, Captain Ibrahim TRAORE, personally addressed these young people. You must understand the details of our past and geopolitics in order to face active life, he urged them. These programs are therefore not just simple educational activities. They embody a vision of national transformation, a transformation intended to be profound and lasting, oriented toward the future. Before these young people set foot on the benches of our universities, where they would be exposed to all sorts of external ideologies and theories, it was more necessary than ever to impart to them the knowledge that shapes Burkinabe society, so that they would not consciously or unconsciously contribute to its downfall. For 1 month, they will be trained in the values of discipline, civic-mindedness, solidarity, and love of the homeland. The camp Vacances Fes au Meubles, for its part, brought together more than 400 students for 10 days of civic and military instruction. This is nothing new. These kinds of initiation rites have already existed in society. They are called Kyogo, which is the Mausi, or Komtiagu among the Gumachi, a rural tradition that is still practiced in this region. At the camp Vacances Fes au Meubles, the young campers will learn how to lay paving stones, beautify their environment, but above all, to love their homeland, to know its history, and to cherish its symbols, enough to make them think of the pioneers of the August '84 revolution. The choice of the Marianne Gouabi site is steeped in history and is far from insignificant. It is here that Thomas Sankara studied, so in a way, it is a form of legacy for his children. The vision is clear, to root patriotism in the collective memory. In a world where education is often reduced to academic achievement, Burkina Faso offers an education of personality and character. These initiatives aim not only to produce graduates, but to shape engaged citizens capable of defending their country, serving their communities, and resisting all forms of manipulation. The challenges to be addressed, in addition to these patriotic initiatives in education, remain continuity. These initiatives must endure over time. They must also be accompanied by a substantial improvement in learning conditions in our schools. The case for patriotic education is not about nostalgia for the past, but a necessity for the future. In a Burkina Faso seeking sovereignty, cohesion, and dignity, these initiatives are seeds of resilience. It reminds us that school, in addition to teaching reading and writing, must also shape citizens with the first reflexes to love their homeland, to serve it with integrity, and to defend it.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. I mean, there's more said in this short statement. First of all, our president explained to the students already, but it is good to listen to more from different perspectives as well. The reaction, I must say that last year when it was introduced, there was more reactions from the students themselves and the civilians, the citizens on the street, and I've shared that one. Is on the channel. Once again, they took us to the street to listen to their opinion. What they want, is that okay? Is that not okay for them to go and leave their parents and go and be baptized into this patriotic progressive revolution? Families, please listen and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
On the mandatory patriotic program, more than 60,000 new high school graduates are participating in immersion programs in the provincial and regional capitals. A months-long training during which they will be instilled with values dear to the nation. It is a decree from May 2nd, 2025 that established this mandatory patriotic immersion. Some citizens share their views on the subject. More details with Manikayan and Maria Matambura.
The topic is making headlines. Mandatory patriotic immersion for new high school graduates. More than 60,000 graduates from the 2025 session are the first to experience this. They are distributed across several centers in all regions of Burkina Faso. The initiative is commendable and participation is strong.
This extensive operation will undoubtedly allow our promising young graduates to seamlessly integrate into society, fostering and cultivating this profound patriotic value that is exceptionally necessary and fundamental for a harmonious and thriving social life within our community.
If you don't have any particular significant health issues or any specific compelling constraints preventing you from doing so, it's truly and remarkably beneficial for your overall well-being. Because it's important to start training citizens in civic values from a young age.
It all started with this decree establishing mandatory patriotic immersion, adopted by the Council of Ministers on May 2nd, 2025, for students who have passed school exams. This decree constitutes Component 7 of the Presidential Initiative for Quality Education for All. Osman Sidibe and Edith Chuno are among those who believe it was time to return to these values of respect for the homeland and collective consciousness. Values such as discipline, order, responsibility, and team spirit.
It's good, it's even wonderful, because more and more we notice that young people, when it comes to patriotism and civic-mindedness, are kind of lacking. If this will make young people realize that they were born in a country where they need to be patriotic, that they need to know what is legal, what is not, what is allowed in a republic, and to respect those who are older than them, then it's a very good thing. I really appreciate it.
I wish that in our time we could have had these kinds of things, but if there's a way to bring this into student life, it will help us strengthen our bonds.
Patriotic immersion itself is a good initiative. It really helps to instill a sense of patriotism at the high school graduate level. But for my part, I think it's the mandatory aspect that causes a bit of a problem.
All the articles are included in this decree. And while opinions differ on the mandatory aspect of the initiative, as stipulated in Article 1, people in Ouagadougou appreciate the idea of issuing a certificate to participants after the 30 days of immersion, in accordance with Article 5 of the decree.
What's important is the experience. It's the experience they'll gain after this immersion. And how can they prove they've completed the immersion? It's the certificate that will prove they've done the immersion. There still needs to be a distinction between those who have completed the immersion and those who haven't.
Once you've completed this immersion, we can still say that the internship is a valuable framework, and I really think that this certificate should even be recognized during competitive exams.
But be careful. In Article 6 of this same decree, it states that this certificate does not exempt you from national patriotic service. For everyone we spoke to, the patriotic immersion should not be seen as a sanction or a punishment, but rather as an opportunity for each student to absorb the fundamental values of the Burkinabe nation. They especially appreciate the fact that working high school graduates, pregnant women, and those with children under 2 years old are exempted from participating in the patriotic immersion.
Thank you so much, families, for listening. Yes, I said that before. Last year when it was introduced, some were not happy. They said it shouldn't be compulsory, it should be voluntary. But when you listen or when you know countries that have compulsory national service, it's not your choice. I mean, I remember in Lebanon, they will come and dig you from your parents' house. When the time comes, they give your parents 1 week, they are coming for your son. And when the time comes, they will not tell you the time, the day they will come. They will just come in, knock your door, and they are taking your child. Because some will take their children away and hide them, or the children themselves will be running away. So they don't want you to know. They will come and just pick you up, and that will be it. You finish your national service, you go home. So when last year they were saying it shouldn't be compulsory, it should be who want to be doing it. Yeah, it is compulsory. And as you heard, many of them understand it. I appreciate our sister saying she wish it has been done during their time. It was there. It was there. When you read the report, you will see that it was there a long time ago. I saw 28. It just, the government was not serious about it. So who will be serious about it? It wasn't compulsory by them, but now it's compulsory by force, except you are pregnant, except you have children, babies to look after, then you can stay home. And I like the part that they will give them certificate. So that will distinguish between those who can do it and those who cannot do it. And also the pride of putting that certificate on the wall, looking at it, remember what you've been through to get that certificate. I think it's a great thing. Anyway, families, I will leave you here. If your child has been through something like that, let us know. If you yourself has been through something like that, or will you allow your child to go through something like that? Let me know, or let us learn from you. For me, I will say yes. I will say yes because my son, who is even sick, has done something like this and got an award because some days he has to go through it and then come back and go through blood transfusion. Because of that, he was recommended to get the highest award, and I'm proud to share that with you. I hope he's not listening because he wouldn't let me share it. Yeah, but I'm proud of him. So yes, the children, whether they like it or not, they will go through it. And one day they will look back and they will be proud of that, because when you show that in any organization that you need job, they are proud of what you've been through, what you have learned. It's something good. I think every African country should introduce this. And I'll be surprised if Rwanda is not doing it. I'll be very surprised. If you are Rwandese, is that how they say it? Please let us know under the comment section if you have that in your country. Thank you so much, families. I will leave you here. I'll be back with a quick update on our agriculture revolution in Burkina Faso. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.